In Bacolod, the city of smiles, two best friends were sitting inside the secret place they found ever since they were little that immediately became their favorite hideout spot to this day.
Hector, it's almost the day of the festival here in our town. Are you planning to join this year?
Yeah, my family is forcing me to come and join even though I don't have the urge to go this year.
Aw, sucks for you. Glad my family isn't like that.
You should come, please, for me. If you don't, then I'll be lonely with no one to come with.
Yeah. Fine, I'll come. You do owe me though.
Don't worry, grumpy my lady. I won't disappoint you.
It was the day of the Mask Festival in Bacolod, one of the most awaited events in the city. People gathered together to celebrate wearing masks, to conceal the tears they shed and the sorrow in their faces as Spaniards conquered the Philippines, all to send a message of happiness amid the difficult state of their lives.
This turned out better than we thought. Aren't you enjoying this?
I know. This is so much fun. Good thing you're here with me today on this fine day. It's rather hot day today. Are you thirsty?
From all that dancing in this heat, water would do.
I'll be right back. Just stay for a bit. Should I confess to her? What if she says no? Then she'll ignore me. Then our friendship will be ruined. Then she'll be lost forever. Then I would be regretting this day till the day I die.
Ah, mister, you're overthinking everything you say. What I could advise you is to give her some of these. All the women would be flattered if they receive such gifts.
Hey, old crone. May I buy some of that? If this is proven to be true, I'll make sure to get back on you and thank you once again.
Hector bought some of the flowers and bid goodbye to the old lady who was selling them with a smile. Before going back to where Carmela was with the flowers and water she was holding.
I'm so sorry for my carelessness, mister. Are you alright?
I'm fine. A fine lady like you doesn't need to say sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Richard, and you are?
Carmela, it's nice to meet you, Richard.
So what is a beautiful lady like you doing here alone?
I'm actually with my best friend. I think he went there somewhere. How about you? I wasn't expecting someone like you as one of the dancers in the parade.
Ever since this was the only festival I looked forward to, and I enjoyed participating in it. I feel like the purpose of the festival just suits me.
I see. I understand. It's quite nice knowing a foreigner like you would be dedicated to our culture.
It is truly wonderful here.
Minutes flew by, the two completely forgetting to watch the festival parade as they sat beside each other on a bench. The two had a fun to get to know each other more about their personal lives, families, and culture, sharing laughs and stories to one another. He went back to where he left Carmela yet the lady wasn't there. Hector looked over the nearby place and found her on a bench talking to someone he wasn't familiar with. He dropped the flowers in utter disbelief and indistinctly rushed toward Carmela and the stranger.
There you are, Carmela. And you are?
Oh, hello there. You must be that guy that Carmela spoke about earlier. Hector, right?
Yes, her best friend.
Oh, thank goodness you are here. This is Richard. I met him the most hysterical way. Richard, this is Hector, my best friend. Hector, this is Richard.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
The feeling is rather mutual. May you excuse us for a moment?
Before Richard could even answer, Hector pulled Carmela away from the place to talk to her for a while privately.
You know how strict your parents are about talking to strangers who don't have the same nationality as us. And Carmela, you met him a few minutes ago.
Yes, I know how things are. I still don't get their point up to this day.
I was instructed by your parents to keep you away from them. You wouldn't want to disobey them, would you?
I refuse to criticize other people only because they differ from us in nationality. Indeed, we shouldn't base our beliefs on the looks of other people. Who knows? Maybe they'd let us know more about their own journey in this foreign place they're wandering into.
But still, don't act on your own. The thought that you're going to waste your time talking to an outsider is unfair. All of them are the same. I'm sure this one does not differ.
I'm sorry if I worry you, but I've made up my mind and there's no harm in enjoying a little conversation. Plus, this is a festival. Shouldn't we have fun and make memories?
Fine. I hate the thought of my best friend being alone with the guy she just met. But don't get too relaxed. Promise me that we'll hang out after.
I guarantee that it doesn't suit you, so don't pout.
Fine. Just remember that you do owe me. Tomorrow, Hidden Place by sunset, alright?
I promise. Don't worry, I'll be there.
Hector agreed to let her talk to the other man once again before bidding her goodbye. Carmela smiles and waves back at him before leaving. Carmela went back where Richard was as she greeted him with an apologizing look once again.
I'm sorry for that rude interruption. It's just that my friend over there is a little concerned about me.
No worries. I should say your friend might be drawn to your beauty as well.
Oh wow, you're flattering me. But I don't think I'm able to believe your claim. We've been friends since we were young, so it's only normal that he cares.
Then my chances with you, I suppose, will be quite high, my lady. Don't you think so?
I might say that you're very confident. Are we now, sir?
You've captured my attention somehow. And now that I've got to talk to you, you're really fascinating.
Enough with the smooth talk. If there's something you're interested in, it's this lovely festival.
My apologies. Do you want to come to accompany me then? I would love to explore around the area. And the whole scenario is completely new.
And if I said yes, what shall I get in return?
Your time will be surely worth it.
Is that so, mister? Well, then my standards are set high. I better be impressed.
I won't disappoint you, my lady. Wow, I never expected how beautiful these classical architecture designs are.
I never knew you were a man of culture.
Oh yeah, of course. These are things that are supposed to be known among us foreigners.
Oh, really? Is that so? I suppose you foreigners do have a fine educational system.
We definitely have a fine system. I just don't listen.
So yeah, is this the place you were saying?
Actually, no, this isn't it. As a matter of fact, I'm taking you there right now. Shall we, my lady?
Such a value, sir. Alright, let's go.
Richard leading the way towards the place they were off to. Carmela was rather confused on where they were going. Knowing this place leads to a secret place only Hector and she knows.
Richard, where are we going?
Before remaining silent, Richard grinned at her until they arrived at a secret little cafe. allowing someone to call Amber to get me. Assisting Carmela, safely while grasping her hand as she reaches the entrance where Squid parking.
Isn't this place wonderful? I am lucky enough to have witnessed such fascinating work of nature, away from the city, a place where it is quiet and bewitching in the eyes. I'm favored enough to have the chance to show it to you.
Carmela was in awe that he knew this place, getting the assumption that she and her best friend were the only ones ever to have discovered this place.
Now that you've invited me to come with you, I wouldn't know I could be enchanted by this garden.
Is that so? Well, I found myself wondering what to do with my free hours during the day I got here. So I walked around until I became really tired. However, it's fortunate that everyone here is too friendly to care for our troubled outside.
You are lucky to have received such a kind gesture in our country. I'm happy you enjoyed the opportunity. You'll never encounter the love of the people here every day.
I'm just as happy that I came here because on my journey, I found you. And now that's something I may never see again.
You are over exaggerating. There are lots of stunning women all over the world that could have surpassed my beauty that you speak of.
Milady, don't you believe me? I know we've just met, but I've been honest with you. And I know that whenever I see you, my heart has never betrayed me.
I believe I will not be able to answer that yet, sir. Would it be all right to you for you to wait for my answer?
You don't have to rush. So there's that you need to think about. I've decided to tell you how I felt.
As Richard and Carmela resumed their conversation, with Carmela ignoring the subject they just had, Hector, who was distraught to see the two together, appears to their plain sight. Filled with sadness and discomfort, Hector blurted out.
You know this time we were supposed to meet Carmela. So why is he here? This is our special place.
Uh, I'm so sorry, Hector. The time.
Yeah, sure. Try to explain. You've been acting so bizarre since you met that person. I thought I warned you about spending your time with a complete stranger that aren't us.
Hector! Hector! Are you okay?
I'm completely fine. I don't need your help. Look at me. I'm hurt because of your friend Richard.
Sorrow filled Hector's heart, definitely not in the mood to look at Carmela. In this present moment, a stranger runs over to Hector.
Excuse me, sir. Are you okay?
Please help me. What if I couldn't walk anymore? What if this would be a severe injury?
You must remain calm, sir. I am here to help. There is no reason for you to fear.
Hector followed the instructions of the unknown man immediately and remained calm as he helped him throughout. He helped him to get up and gave him a lift to sit down in a safe corner so that he can rest. The man got ice from under his store and covered it with a clean cloth while gently icing the injured area. Luckily, at the time, the man was trained first aider. With extra bandages on hand, later with a bandage wrap, he gently compresses the sprain and lifts up his foot to elevate on one area while he lets him rest.
You don't have to worry too much, sir. Lucky for you, it was just a sprain. You just need to rest for a few days and you will get better.
Thank you, kind sir. I wouldn't know what to do if you weren't here to help.
Don't bother thanking me. It was my pleasure. I'm Carlos, by the way. It was an honor to meet and serve you. And hoping for a fast recovery.
Still, please accept my gratitude. Thank you once again.
Will you be able to go home? I can give you a ride home, sir.
Hector had the second thoughts whether to accept the kind offer of the young man. Yet when he took glance over Carmela, who was watching him, he had no choice to accept his offer.
I am grateful to be in your debt.
Please allow me to help you, sir. My chariot is over there. Let us go, sir.
want me to come with you too?
Don't even bother. Because of that foreigner friend of yours, I'm immobile.
Carmela didn't utter a word, sadness in her eyes as she just stood there, silently saying farewell as she watches her best friend, pain evident in his eyes both from the injury of his ankle and his heart, as he is accompanied to the chariot.
You know that you are not. You have no idea how beautiful you are, both inside and outside. How wonderful it is to have people around you, to have someone like you in their lives. And I definitely one of those people who believe that you are a real treasure and a blessing to receive. I promise you that it will be all okay. You know him well enough that for you too, his heart is tender. I assure you though that whatever happens, I'm going to be right here for you.
Richard, I'm out of words. Thank you. You don't know how much it means.
A few months has gone by and both Carmela and Hector haven't seen or talked to each other. Richard has been there for Carmela throughout her problems, and it wasn't so long before they eventually realized what they felt towards each other.
Months and months have passed since the last time I saw the smile on your face. I miss the fun and happiness that we shared. Who am I kidding? The lad who won your heart wasn't to blame. A coward like me did nothing but to fool myself. All is simply my fault. My deficiencies, my arrogance, and my loss of spirit are all to blame for it all. I've been with you for 20 years. I had every chance to tell you, and still, I didn't have the nerve to tell you once. I wish that you'd be happier between his arms, that you would receive the love that you truly deserve, and I would see the smile that wrinkles to your ears. From as far as I can see, even though I am no longer the one that makes you happy. In this lifetime, I'm always the luckiest to have you as my best friend. I'll choose you over and over again, even if it takes me to wait until we meet again in another life. I love you, always and forever.
The couple, Richard and Carmela, are hanging out for a get-together for their anniversary. Carmela is thrilled to see her best friend, who she hasn't seen in a while, approach the place.
Oh, Carmela, I wasn't expecting to see you here. I mean,
Hector, how have you been? You know I miss you so much. I tried to find you, but you never showed up.
truly, I miss my best friend too.
Hi Hector, how are you?
Can I talk to Carmela for a moment?
Yes, definitely. There's no issue for my girlfriend to talk to her best friend.
Girlfriend, I see.
Yes, indeed. I know I'm supposed to tell you, but you are not.
No, it's alright. You don't have to explain. I know I wasn't there for you all these months. Only fair for me to say that I'm sorry. It's just that I was going to say something important during the festival. But I didn't have the confidence to tell you, and now it's all too late.
Hector, what exactly are you talking about?
Do you remember how you said I behaved so strange back then?
I can recall saying such remarks.
You see, we've only had the best moments since we were a child. You are, Carmela, my best friend. We spent every moment, every meal. We laughed, we cried, and we've always been there for each other. One of the best moments of my life with you is the festival. but not so surely after I found out that you met Richard.
What are you trying to say?
You are my first and number one. You are my first friend. You're the number one fan of mine. You may as well call it a puppy love. Look, what I'm trying to say to you is that I have feelings for you. The only reason I acted that way before is because I always thought that the two of us would end up together. Only the two of us.
Hector, how come you never told me? I am so sorry I didn't make time for you back then. I never meant to break my promise that I would hang out with you.
No, it's alright now. You don't have to feel empathy for me. I'm alright. When you're with Richard, I know you'll be in good hands. Just remember that I'm always going to be your best friend. I promise you. I will always be here for you, and I will always be here to listen to all your worries, much like before. I love you, Carmela.
Oh, Hector, I wish I had known that. Thank you for telling me. You don't know how much it means to me whenever we spend our time together. I'm so lucky to be your best friend. I also love you as my best man.
Since Hector would have liked a different end to the relationship, he would not want to destroy the happiness of the friend only because of his more feelings. As he figured this was for the best, to fix their misunderstandings, the both needed closure, and this is what the fate brought them together. All for the best, a friendly love is better than no love.